Welcome back, traders. I hope all of you guys had a wonderful weekend and are ready to come back and trade with us once again. The first setup I would like to share with you guys is on GBP/JPY. Notice that I am on the weekly time frame and we are in an overall downtrend proven by these lower lows that are continuously breaking. You guys can see how we formed our first lower low, then we broke this to create our second, broke this to create our third, broke this to create our fourth lower low. So we are in an overall downtrend. Now, taking the overall consideration of being in a downtrend, price has just been stuck in this consolidation box for the past several weeks. Now, we did manage to have a closure above 143.280, which was holding as a firm level of resistance. However, we still maintained a closure below this consolidation box and maintained a closure below 144.500. Now, on the daily time frame, you can see how price had this strong bullish push to the upside, and we had a lot of momentum carrying here. We pushed to the upside, but then immediately we formed this doji candlestick, which shows us that there are now sellers entering the market around these levels right here. You guys can see how we have a level of sellers entering the market here, as we did prior over here, over here, and over here. So there are now a lot of sellers entering the market and hoping to see price continue to push to the downside and reject this level of resistance. Now, another thing we can add for this confluence is if we were to just draw on this trend line here, you can see that price has been respecting this trend line even though we've been consolidating. But if you look closely at the wicks, we've been respecting this trend line for a long time now, and price managed to come up and reject off of it one more time. So this is a fourth rejection now. So we could see this trend line also being respected and looking for price to continue to push to the downside. Now, for us to enter this position, this bearish biased position, I would have to wait for the daily closure to confirm that price is indeed going to maintain is going to maintain in this consolidation box. A bearish closure below would be enough for us to enter a sell position. Now we would then, once a bearish closure occurs, we would then be looking for our targets to be set at 141.160, which is around 285 pips, and our stop loss would just be around 60 to 65 pips. Depending on where the candle closes, we could obviously look to make our stop loss a bit more tighter, but it really depends on where the candlestick closes. So other than that, we would have a nice risk reward ratio of 1 to 4.80, so anywhere around there, or 4.50, which is a very good risk reward ratio. Anything above 1 to 3 in my trading journal and in my books is a very good trade to execute. So just to quickly summarize, we have this consolidation box holding with an overall bearish bias. We're waiting for the daily closure to occur as to where we would then look for a potential sell opportunity. Obviously, we can look for an entry when we see price having a closure below. We can maybe look for this support level to be broken, or anything really for us to confirm our entry. And then once that occurs, we would then look to enter our trade. Alright guys, so I will be updating you guys daily on this, and I will be sending out a signal when I think it's appropriate to enter this setup and to enter the current market conditions.